You're watching Absolute Basketball.
So it's no secret how close you are with Roy Williams, who maybe unexpectedly for some people kind of stepped down after the last season. What legacy do you think he leaves on the game of basketball?
That's a loaded question there, Jamie. I was actually fortunate to spend the last couple of days with him at a golf outing with some other former players and some former coaches. So to think of him as being retired, I don't know if I've allowed my brain to even go there yet. He's still my coach. And the guy that when I think of a basketball coach, that's the first person I think of. So I don't know if I'm capable of doing him justice to say what his legacy is, but what I will say is I think he's one of the greatest coaches that we've ever seen in the history of sports in this country, not just college basketball. His ability to run a program in every sense of the word, to get a team to come together and play together as a team. It sounds cliche, but he's one of the best I ever saw. The idea of creating the idea of team in a locker room and on a basketball court. And I think the way that he did it with integrity. He did it the right way. And then finally, it was always about way more than basketball with Coach. I mean, it was about the people that he was interacting with. And he was a role model, a mentor, a father figure to some. And look, I mean, hey, I sat in his office as a youngster. And he was recruiting me to come there as a invited walk-on and promised me that he'd help me get into coaching. And I'm spending the last 2 days with him when I'm 38 years old, talking about what I'm doing at Cincinnati as the head coach. I mean, the guy just lives by his word. So I don't know what his legacy will be long-term, but I can tell you that those of us that know him well and played for him, know that he's one of the greatest coaches to ever coach this game or any sport, but also that he was real and genuine and cared a lot more about some of the other stuff beyond basketball than he even did about winning. He's a pretty darn competitive dude. So I'm not sure what his legacy would be, but I can't imagine anybody doing it better than Coach Williams.
You're watching Absolute Basketball.